Hello and welcome people back to Let's Play Harry Potter 1 on the PS1. Now we're pretty much done ignoring the plot, so uh, let's just stare at this bookcase, two of them, and then cast our Dragoon attack spell.
He says it with such enthusiasm.
Avifos! Yeah, it's pretty cute.
He's
That's one
adorable.
thing
I
they
wonder what this voice actor is doing nowadays.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I know that I'm not exactly sure if they had the exact same voice actor do.
We start here. You must run across the roof beams. I've covered some of them in slippery flobber mucus just for you, Potter.
Aww.
If you get to the end before me, you win. Off we go, Potty Potter.
You didn't have to cover them in flubbery mucus for us. But yeah, what was I about to say? I know that there is that he. I'm not exactly sure that if he did the all of the Harry Potters and all of the games. But I know that one of the actors for sure dubbed the actual actor in one of the later movies.
Yeah.
So I guess he was popular enough to get to do that.
Right. How nice of Peeves to wait for us, by the way, whenever we fall off.
Yeah, it's not much of a race. It's just kind of a little obstacle course. Well, now it's a bit more of an obstacle
Now
course.
it's deadly.
Yeah. There are a couple more similar ones in the second game on the PS1, and they're pretty damn difficult. Like with this one, they haven't really made too many. They haven't.
Wow.
Cheap. They haven't really made too many mini games that were too difficult. I guess they were just testing out the waters, making things more accessible rather than difficult. Aside from the Peacock mini game, which thankfully that never returns. And then they made the Insanity that was the second game on the PS1.
I'm still very impressed by how far Harry can jump. Jesus.
It's incredible. I believe the PS1 games are the furthest he can jump like ever. The PC games, the distance is still impressive, but not quite as unrealistic.
Right.
Even though you go through like those little gates to initiate time or whatnot, there really isn't any sort of time limit. I think they may have wanted to put something like that at some point, but then they forgot.
Or they realized that would be a little too cruel. Oh, Jesus.
I mean, it is Hogwarts, don't forget that.
Potter cheats! Not fair! Peeves wasn't ready! Here, Peeves doesn't want your silly parcel. Take it back!
I love how
Your father left this invisibility cloak in my possession before he died. It is time it was returned to you. Use it well. To activate this cloak, pick up the invisibility tokens. They will only work for a short time, so be careful.
So yeah, guess what we're gonna be doing now?
Metal Gear Solid?
It's sort of, but really easy.
Okay.
Which still doesn't mean I'm not gonna get caught.
Right. I actually might have a picture for you in terms of the invisibility cloak.
Oh.
I'll link it to you later. It's actually pretty funny if you ask me.
Okay. I'll make sure to use it because invisibility cloak does actually come back.
Invincibility cloak. If you 100% the game and do New Game Plus, you wear a cloak that you just can't get hurt ever.
I don't know if there is any sort of 100% completion bonus in this one. I know there is one in the second game on the PC, and I'm definitely gonna be getting that one because it unlocks a really cool level. Oh, you remember that one place on in the upper castle that we weren't supposed to go to?
Yeah.
It's here.
So we didn't even try to get there, and we're here.
Nah. Dun 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 dun.
Well now, students aren't allowed in here, are they?
I kind of just wandered in here by accident, bro.
There are things in the forbidden corridor that are not for the eyes of mere boys like you.
Ooh.
No indeed. Dumbledore has ordered that no students are to enter this corridor.
It's probably
And
a
don't go
stash.
trying a secret passage. Mrs. Norris and I know them all. Now be off with you before I have you expelled for wasting our time.
That's an expellable offense, really?
I'm like, what weirds me out the most is that his model is probably the most accurate looking one in the game next to Harry's.
Yeah. I like that we just blatantly defy his orders.
Yeah. I mean, I can't turn back.
Well, we are in trouble.
And you got
now,
caught
aren't we?
immediately.
Thankfully in this game they don't deduct
Just shock.
points for you getting caught. They do that in the second game on the PS2 and on the GameCube, and it's fucking annoying. Not so
Good.
much on the PS2, because there you just get to save everywhere you want. You just have a save function in your menu. That was an incredible
Jesus
jump.
Christ! That is a jump.
I know, but yeah, in the GameCube version it's more annoying because you have like save points, exactly like in this one. So messing up one of those, and if you want to replay the location, yeah, no. It's like you have to redo a pretty sizable portion of the game every time. And there are like stealth sections, literally like half an hour or more apart from.
Tiptoeing.
Yes, Mr. Filch, what is it?
Professor Snape, you said to alert you if I heard anyone sneaking around in the forbidden corridor. Well, Mrs. Norris and I suspect that one of the students may be trying to sneak past us.
I see. That's very interesting, Mr. Filch. And I have an idea who it might be. But we have ways of dealing with interlopers. You have my permission to use the harshest measures necessary. There is something very special in the forbidden corridor that I've had my eye on for some time. We can't let anyone interfere with my plans. Can we, Mr. Filch?
No, indeed, Professor Snape. Mrs. Norris and I will be extra vigilant, watching out for intruders.
See that you do, Mr. Filch. I have something special planned for anyone who tries to defy me.
That invisibility token is lasting a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's gone. So yeah, what they mean by the harshest measurements possible, they mean exactly what happened before. They'll just kick us out.
Yep. Literally.
Now we have to wait for the cat to walk on the beam, then grab it from behind it, because it's a cat. It has absolutely no peripheral vision or sense of smell or like
Totally.
hearing or anything like that. It's a cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not very perceptive predators or anything like that.
No. No.
So yeah, like even if they removed the invisibility cloaks, those sections wouldn't be. Well, I mean, some of the setups they have going on would be quite impossible. But like if they alter them very, very slightly, there wouldn't even be a need for the invincibility.
And then we just crawl back here and wait for it to run out so we can re-get the token, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then you're gonna get caught right here because you did it too soon.
Wait for a little bit. Ah! I don't know if getting it off of the screen actually will make any difference in it getting faster, but I thought it might.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Just like how we stopped looking at that one platform and it respawned it. And the key is over there. So we'll just jump on top of it with our incredible jumping abilities.
I wish I could jump that high. I do.
I mean, he jumps at least like 1 story high.
Right. Danger, do not enter.
I just like to annoy the dangerous beast that's behind the doors.
Yeah. Shiny.
And again, the theme actually plays correctly. Yay! Loading.
Now fight your rival.
Reflected in the mirror of Erised were Harry's parents, James and Lily Potter. Harry stared hungrily back as though hoping to fall right through the glass and reach them. He was startled when a voice sounded behind him. Harry turned slowly about. So you, like hundreds before you, have discovered the delights of the mirror of Erised, said Professor Dumbledore. He went on to explain that the mirror showed nothing more or nothing less than the deepest, most desperate desire of our hearts, but that it would give neither knowledge nor truth. The mirror of Erised will be moved to a new home shortly, Dumbledore went on, adding ominously that if Harry ever came across it again, he would be prepared. But prepared for what? Thought Harry.
And his question was never answered because it was Dumbledore.
Yep.